Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Carnivores Legacy, where we're going back to the Great Lake, going to select every weapon, I think just radar double ammo again, and we're going to try to see if we can find any of the endemics we only have the one fill of. I think the Gorgosaurus and the Dracodon from the comments are the two that might be still found in the Great Lake. We know Majungatholus, Euplocephalus, Styracosaurus can all be found there, but we've already got their dioramas filled. So we're basically at the point of just trying to get some of the last ones we haven't seen, and then filling up on some of the previous maps we've been to. But everything looks pretty well loaded, so we're going to be able to go right to hunting and see if we can get a better haul today. Okay, we're dropped in here. Where are we? Okay, we got dropped into quite a far off corner, but that actually does kind of help because this was around the area. I think that's just like, yeah, you screeching over top of me. Oh. Yeah, we got dropped into a corner of the map where we took down the Euplocephalus last episode. I am surprised how barren this side of the map really is, and it's one of the reasons why I'm glad I take the radar for our hunts now. Because I could have been wandering basically along the entire half of the map and not found anything over here. So we're going to just run our way down to see what this endemic possibly is. And then this will let us cut out to the west to go over some of the areas of the lake that we didn't see last episode. We basically kind of got to see like from the northwestern corner down kind of towards the southeastern, but not quite to it. But yeah, we came across the hunting camp here. We also got attacked by one of the Mozchops. We managed to have the miracle spawn, or the unicorn spawn, of a carnivorous Mozchops, which was interesting. I doubt we'll have the same luck twice in a row to have it after us again, but it sounds like there is a Mozchops around, or Mozchops. Mozchops? Again, I'm not entirely sure the name. I always thought it was Mozchops, but now I'm questioning that heavily. Okay, no, it doesn't look like there is anything else here. If we check around, it looks like it might just be... God, that looks like a very big office chair. But yeah, so there's just priority cargo with the... I can't remember what the symbols all are. Like, I don't think that's Dino Hunt Corp's symbol. Looks like there's actually two different ones for, like, everything that's here. But yeah, there's not too much all that interesting in this area. It is neat to see, like, a landed trophy ship and camp and everything here. I think that would kind of be an interesting way of doing well, I mean, granted, I don't know if we'll ever see a real Carnivores project ever again. That's not like fan-made stuff or through like the Mars Edition engine and things like that, but like you actually have a camp you are embarking out from in the environment. It's not you're just dropped into random spots on the map. Kind of like how they've done with Carnivores Triassic for the final map, I think could have been one. I think Carnivores actually Triassic I think had two. I may be mistaken, though. I'm trying to remember how they kind of did it for theirs. But there were a few maps in some of the mods I played where you had a very limited amount of spawn areas. So it wasn't exactly like you were anywhere on the map you might have been dropped into, but there were, like, landmarks you were beside, as if to say, like, you were deployed, meant to be to the spots. Usually when it does come to Carnivores for the games and that, it just kind of plunks you out into wherever you are. But having like an actual physical campsite that does have, like, say, the trophy ship waiting for you to report coordinates back would be, I think, a neat little location to start you spawning into. Now I'm going to be paranoid about the Mozchops too, because we have encountered... No, you gonna be aggressive? Because, like, I've already got one of you guys. I'm not really looking for a second. I don't think he is aggressive. I honestly can't tell, because, like, it's kind of coming this direction, but it's also not doing so very quickly. Let me just see what happens if I try running a bit. Like, is he still... Okay, I think... I don't exactly want to take him down, but the thing is, he's definitely coming for us. It's just... going very slowly about it because he is a Eupliocephalus. I mean, you guys saw, I wanted to leave him be, but if I didn't, we would have probably, like, ran halfway across the map, completely forgot about him for 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden he snuck up on us and took us down. Once something goes aggressive on you in Carnivores, it never has, like, a drop-off range, or, like, it can't be kited so far and then it'll lose interest and go back to where it was. The things just basically turn into seeking missiles once they are turned aggressive at you. Now, what happens if I walk close? Like, again, okay, yeah, I'll leave him be. I was going to say, if he was going to get aggressive, maybe he would have, but, like... Just how... It's how random that Mozchops was for, like, being the unicorn one. That just took him by such surprise. Like, I'm not sure if it was... If you get so close, they will be, like, provoked into going after you, or there's, like, more refinement and... Like, because I'm... usually thought they run off fairly often, like, if you are that close beside them. Okay, looks like we've got a bit of a new area of the map. So it kind of looks like it's almost like a runoff from the lake. As if, like, the water flowed from the southern reaches here north to it. And this is all, like, dried, I guess flow bed. I wanted to say river, but I mean, I guess it could be a river and just really widened out here. But I think we've got Deinosuchus trudging around in this area. That's a Stogosaurus, not exactly what I was talking about. But I don't want to get too close to the Deinosuchus because I'm guessing they are going to be one that, well, I mean, I know they are aggressive and can be provoked. The radar's literally telling us that. But I don't know how quickly they will be on land. Yes, we got... Okay, there the two are. Yeah, we're going to leave them be. We've seen all the slots there are for the trophy room now. So we know that they're not really something to... just kind of want to see. Okay, I see you do run off. You do have to be super close to them, so I'm wondering if the the carnivorous or the aggressive Mozchops. Oh, what is that over there? Okay, well, apparently... Okay, maybe it's just the hill I can't really see. But yeah, two endemics are supposed to be right out to our west there. But I can't see them from here. But I wonder if one... Is the aggressive Mozchops that rare of a spawn? Or is it just that it spawns more frequently, but you have to be super close to try to... like, trigger them and see what they do? Truth be told, I feel like this is supposed to make a symbol of some kind. Oh, crap. Another reason I hate the expo. We'll try a new hunt. Okay, we're dropped into a new hunt. Just going to Actually, ironically enough, we got spawned into right where I got killed last episode. Or, not episode. This last hunt. I was going to say, before I got so rudely interrupted... I don't know if it's supposed to be a symbol or just, like, loose cable left around. I was like... I don't know if I'd be able to get high enough elevation to get a better aerial view of that. But, yeah, today I learned the Expo actually has a magazine to itself. It's not just... you can keep shooting over and over and doesn't have, like, a dedicated reload. You do have so many bolts into it, and then you have to reload it entirely. We'll take a look, see what is to the north. The Gorgosaurus that killed us would have been nice to get for the trophy room, because that is one of the species we're trying to get a second for. We'll see what is to the north, and maybe... Trachodon. Truth be told, we have seen the Trachodon a fair amount, so we won't worry about them. Looking at the map, I'd like to explore the western edges a little more, but the problem is there's absolutely nothing over there. All the map's endemics have seemed to clustered up into the northeast. So we'll just take a look and see if this could be a Gorgosaurus over here. Or Dirachodon, or whatever it will be. And then we'll probably look at trying to advance for the northeast for that cluster of them. I think that is our Dirachodon we're after. It wasn't a Gorgosaurus. It has that... again, once I got told that Dirachodon was kind of like false take or an early take on trying to piece together Stegosaurus, it really is. You basically just took a Stegosaurus and turned it upright and then switched the spikes for the plates for like tail and back. But it's just that changed position. I'm surprised I didn't see that earlier. I guess I'm so used to recognizing Stegosaurus as Stegosaurus, I didn't think about what an upright version would be like. Okay, now unfortunately something did clue it off that well, I shouldn't say something. It did pick us up. But I have no idea what it was that it picked up on. It's like, it shouldn't have been visual, so I think it had to be in hearing. So I'm just trying to think of, like... does crouching reduce your visibility, but make you louder in movement? I don't really know, but it does feel like that's one of the things that's always... a little difficult when it can come to carnivores, is knowing what it was exactly that the dinosaurs picked up on, and, like... you don't really have the feedback of, okay, I should have done this, or I should have been going from this direction, or I should have been walking or crouching, or... you just don't really know. That's something that I do like other hunting games are doing, is they're giving you the full idea of, like, how much noise you make, how visible you are, how strong in the scent that's coming off you. So that way you kind of have a little bit more feedback into knowing, okay, where you messed up, and why things were able to come after you. Are you going to be aggressive, or are you going to go waddling off? Yeah, you go waddling off. And I'm guessing there's... okay, it's probably one of those, like, spider things. I've seen the name a few times, but I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, there's the Dirachodon. There we go. Yeah, and actually got it in the 4 rounds for a nice steady reload there. And thankfully, well, okay, you know what? Well, truth be told, I do basically have to go back that direction for, like, the 4 endemics in that corner. There. Problem solved. Yeah, it honestly feels like maybe crouching is one of the things that's giving me away. It's like the Dirachodon that was just going around there. I know the terrain was blocking us a lot, but I was still able to walk basically right up near it to start getting those shots in with the rifle. So we basically got to go sharp east and then sharp north. I don't want to get too close to the Deinosuchus just because we do have a nice filler for the dioramas back at the trophy room. So we're just going to have to jog. But yeah, next week we'll probably try our Rex hunt to get the 2 we need for their diorama. We'll have to make our way back to Gravitsapa for the Polacanthus, because that's another species we're missing just entirely in the trophy room. And then maybe one more week after that, trying to fill out some of the others, or... You know what? We'll start with the Mythic Velociraptor. I'll have to see how next week might go. Like, truth be told, there is the little bit of the Great Lakes still to see. It might not really be any special landmarks to, like, visit as we've been going around, but I don't want to just... we'll see what our haul is from here, because again, with the endemics we have seen so far, I think we really only do have the... hopefully you will go running. Actually, maybe I can, scare you off. Good. I figured instead of taking a chance and, like, maybe it actually gets in close and then charges us, I don't have the time to put it down. Just a little warning shot to send it off. But I'll have to see how we'll tackle Legacy come next week. It does feel like we have reached almost everything that is on offer on the mod. There's been a lot of comments for the Mythic Velociraptor, so I do want to at least try. Even if we don't succeed in taking one down for the trophy room, at least we can try showing it off on camera. Or in video, so that way people get to see it, and my attempts at it. But yeah, it really is just the Rex and Polacanthus, and those are the only dinosaurs we don't have a trophy of. And watch, because I'm speaking about the Rex, there's now somewhere on the map right now, there is a Rex lurking, and we're going to just stumble upon it. And it's going to come and kill us. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Okay, we've got to go up past the hunter's camp here. But, yeah, it looks like it should be fairly clear, so I don't think we have to worry about much of anything on our run-up. I have no idea what these 4 endemics could be. I was like, it really is a complete crapshoot for any time you load in. You never know where they'll be, or even if there will be any endemics for the hunts. It seems like with high density, there's always going to be at least 2. But there are some of the other episodes where we try dropping in where, like, literally nothing have spawned in for using the radar. And how I would probably say to play Legacy for, like, most enjoyment would be maybe the radar off the first hunt or 2 on each map, and then start taking it if you are after, like, the endemic species, or... Actually, only for the endemic species. The trophy species, I think, are more commonly spawned, so it should be something the radar isn't as necessary for them. But because of the endemics being something you can't really specifically target or ensure they actually spawn at all, the radar is going to be a way to help you much more easily make use of your time. Because it would suck to say you're going after, well, for instance, Gorgosaurus. You drop into the map, none have spawned in, and if you look and see, all the endemics are clustered on the complete opposite edge from you. So instead of, like, trying to wander around and examine the whole map, you save yourself a lot of time when it could come to something like that. When I do go for the Rex hunts, I don't think I will be taking the radar. Because I feel like that challenge is more properly meant for you not to have that tool. It feels fitting for, like, carnivores, usually what is the ultimate challenge of the games. Not the mods, the games. It's like the base thing is always the Rex is the hardest hunt to go for. And good luck with it. But it honestly does feel like, I don't know what crouching does unless... Yeah, no, it doesn't steady your aim because that just kind of deteriorates with, I don't know what it is, but it sounds pretty big. Oh, I think it's another Euplocephalus. Oh no, it's actually a Brontosaurus. Okay, I was completely off on my guess, but you know what? As long as it doesn't mind me being here, I'm just going to walk and leave it be. Yeah, no, it seems pretty content to be on its way, so we'll be on our way. That's a species that I didn't know you could find on the Great Lake for a map either. So now... Okay, yeah, let me stop running just because of the possibility of... Oh, getting the map train. God, what is going on with that? Yeah, that little bump there. Okay, so they're still directly out towards the west. So all we gotta do is try to get a little bit of elevation, then we can see what we're dealing with. Gallimimus there. Laylaps. It might be two Laylaps, because they are kind of staying close together. Yeah, it is two Laylaps. Kind of feels like the Great Lake is able to have, like, any endemics on it, then. Because, like, we've seen the Trachodon, the Laylaps, the Styracosaurus, the Gorgosaurus, the Dracodon, the Euplocephalus. And I'm trying to think if there's been any others as well. Well, I'm going to try to see if I can run my way north past the Brontosaurus without angering it. And seeing what this last endemic is in the top corner. And that's probably... Oh yeah, we'll have to end the hunt there. This has been a long episode of just like trying to run about and see. I'm hoping it's a Gorgosaurus. If it's anything we're missing, we will try for it. If not, we'll probably just end the hunt and go to the trophy room just to secure we've got another species off our checklist. And then we do have reason to come back to the Great Lake because the Gorgosaurus we know can spawn here. I think it's the Shmoo Hadron Pyramids and the Great Lake are where it's exclusive to. But yeah, we're slowly closing the distance in towards it. I can't tell if it is running away or it's just like moving in the direction away from us. Okay, that we can go for. We are missing an Agnathomus. And thankfully, it is in an area where it's basically cornered, so... Yeah, there is the little glitch where once you have used up a full clip of ammo, when you go to put the weapon away... Maybe not even away, or... No, it is when you go to put it away, you'll just draw out your primary weapon again. There we go. We'll head back with that, and that actually fills out 2 of our trophy dioramas. Okay, here we are in the trophy room, and we'll quickly do a little jog to find the Agnathomus first, and then the Dracodon. And that will really narrow down what we have to go for still. Yeah, so it looks like we got a much bigger one for the second one there. And these guys, maybe it's just the angling, but yeah, it is just the angling. I was going to say, it looked like that one had a much more paler head than this one. I think it's just because of the way the angle is for, like, the model being up and the other head down. It's nice to see these big suckers. Nice big Ceratopsian. Immortal Zone, I have no idea where those are. I still haven't actually looked that up. But it's nice to have that set done, although... It feels like a bigger species could have been in here. Just, I mean, the size of this entire area seems a bit big for them. Then we still got 1 Gorgosaurus to snag. The Laylaps have 2. We've now got both Dracodons, who are surprisingly good runners. Like, again, they kind of look like a Godzilla monster to me. It just has the Godzilla-like build. And, like, really buff-looking arms. But yeah, that's much taller and bigger than our previous one we had gotten. So we've gotten that one completed. The only thing we're missing now is the Gorgosaurus there, the Polacanthus up there, another Ornithomimus, and the Rexes. So I think we'll have at least one more episode on the Great Lake to try for Gorgosaurus, try to explore that western side we haven't seen yet. And then just trying to fill out an Ornithomimus, another Gorgosaurus, and the Rexes, and the Polacanthus. That's right, we need those as well. But overall, Legacy has basically seen all it has on offer, and I can see why it was highly recommended for me to check out. It's a fantastic Carnivores mod that is basically just an improved version of Carnivores 1 in every way possible. But we'll end here with looking up at our new big beefy Dracodon. So, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Legacy. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.